Today we are diving into the wonderful world of bubbly focaccia, but not just any focaccia. This one is made with whole wheat flour. Now I am Amy from A Red Spatula, and not only do I really love bread, but I also love whole grains. Focaccia is a perfect way to showcase whole grains in a really simple way. The method that I'm going to teach you today is a no-knead method, so it's very easy. But there is one thing that you need to know before we get started, and that is that you have to plan ahead for focaccia. This will take an overnight rest, which means that you are not going to be able to make this the same day that you started. So just know that, and let's go ahead and get started. And I'm going to walk you through step by step how to make this delicious bread. Now, as with all of my recipes, of course, just let me know if you have any questions or comments. I would love to hear if you have made this recipe and successes that you have had as well. Drop those down in the comment sections and I will respond as soon as I can. Okay, so the nice thing about no-knead breads is that basically you throw everything into a bowl and you mix it together with a spoon or a spatula. It doesn't require a stand mixer or anything like that. It's very easy to do. Normally, gluten is developed in bread through that process of kneading. With these no-knead breads, you don't have that. What happens is you set it in the fridge for a cool rise. As it proves, it starts to form gases, and even that tiny little movement will develop your gluten instead of having to knead it. So this is what it looks like. Everything is thrown together. I mixed it with a spoon. I cover it up, put it in the fridge, and it needs to sit in there for 12 to 24 hours. And then the next day when we're ready to start working with our focaccia, what I do, this is one really important thing, make sure that you spray or butter your pans so that the focaccia will not stick before you put the olive oil in. Here's what the bread looks like, and I use a dough or a bowl scraper to get the dough out. And you're gonna put that right on top of the olive oil. Now this is not a low-fat bread. Let's just get that out there. It's not a healthy bread. It's a healthier option because of course it has the whole wheat in it. But you set these into, and I did 2 pans. Of course you can do 1 pan, just a 9x13. This is a 9x9 pan, and then an 8-inch circle. I like metal pans. In fact, I prefer them over glass pans, because I think that they bake better. So what you do, now that you have it in your pans, you're just gonna cover this up. You let this rise for, I don't know, it just depends on how warm your house is, at least 3 hours. I think mine was 3.5. And then when it has risen and it's bubbly, you drizzle it with olive oil like you see that I did here. And then I sprinkle it with a little bit of flake salt, and then you're gonna come in and you're gonna dimple it. Now you want that olive oil on top because you don't want your fingers to stick into that dough. And then, so you can see how easy it comes off here. Your oven is preheated at this point. It's hot. You're gonna take these, you're gonna put them right into the oven. And then they come out. It's done when it's golden brown. You can see here, I mean, I can almost smell it just looking at this. It's perfect. It's got the bubbles, and it is made with whole wheat flour. Now, of course, you can sub in all kinds of different herbs for this. I'm gonna add a little more detail into the descriptions, but this is what it looks like, and it is so easy to make.